Hello, welcome to the Mark Janard Show, the cybersecurity show. In this video, let's talk about Apple going full Android. Hey Apple, look, don't stop being less bougie. Okay, I'm not trying to sound biased, but I'm an Apple. Don't get less bougie on us now. You know what I'm saying? Android is supposed to copy you, Apple, not the other way around. And I'm gonna break it down in this my latest video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. So, Apple just went full Android in the EU, and those dang EU, they had it again with the latest Apple versus EU fight. So, sideloading on iOS won't look identical to Android though, okay? So, this is the crux of it. So sideloading is the process of installing third-party apps from outside a native app store, and is an option that Android users have had for a while with little to no resistance from the OS or limitations as to where the app is downloaded. In some cases, it's a draw for those who want to be able to pick and choose those apps on their device. One of the disadvantages of using an Apple product is how difficult it has been to sideload software on iOS. After opening the floodgates last month, the tech giant is making a few more changes to its sideloading restrictions to comply with the legislation of the European Union. So it looks like the European Union, they hit them with an uppercut, and it landed nicely, right? Because now Apple is cowering in fear. So now, in response to the EU's Digital Markets Act, geared towards sustaining competition in the tech industry, Apple has made adjustments to its app policy, right? And this is courtesy of 9 to 5 Mac. Specifically, it is embracing a new program called Web Distribution. This is aimed at allowing developers to offer their apps directly on their website, as opposed to only the App Store or through third-party app stores that meet the stringent new guidelines announced this last month. Similar to sideloading on Android devices, this means that iOS users will now be able to download third-party apps directly from the web in some cases. However, Apple has included several stipulations. They're not just going to take that uppercut to the face without, giving one back. So EU developers have to be enrolled in the Apple Developer Program, for instance. They must also be in a good standing, and app downloads are only permitted via a domain registered with an App Store Connect. This means that alternative third-party websites with app downloads, for example, won't be of any use to iOS device users. Developers will be required to disclose how they use app users' data and handle governmental matters as well. There are small fees that they need to consider too, pertaining to the Apple Developer Program as it exists in the EU. So we're seeing it, right? We're seeing it. Apple, they're trying to do it, but they're doing it their way. So here is a little nugget. If you have an iPhone and reside in the EU, you'll notice the change after installing the iOS 17.4 update. To reduce security risk for iOS device users, Apple is also putting a notarization process into play. This means that all apps will be screened prior to being installed on a device, similar to Google Play Protect measures. More malware protection for iOS products is expected to be rolled out in the near future as well. So we're seeing here, guys, we're seeing how they left that little nugget in the end, right? We're seeing how Apple is really ramping up their cybersecurity posture, post 17 point, etc. Why do you think that is the case? Why do you think that is the case? And when it comes to Apple doing it their way, quote unquote, when it comes to that, do you think that is kind of like a retaliation? Because remember, Apple did have that lawsuit that they have to deal with, right? They had that huge lawsuit, and it is a little bit because of the EU. It is a little bit because of the EU. So we might be seeing a retaliation tactic here, a petty tactic. Who knew that Apple was so petty? Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate your viewership, and stay safe. See you on the next video.